Okay guys, so lastly on this program we've got our squat pattern. So what you do here is you're going to need your band, and also for this beginner exercise we're going to use a chair as well. You can also use your couch or anything that's roughly sort of a height where you're about a 90-degree bend between the upper and lower leg in the bottom position. That's fine. Obviously the lower you go the harder it's going to be, the higher you go the easier it's going to be, so just bear that in mind with each one. So for this one we're going to be using the band. You could also just do the body weight, so it's important to mention kind of with a lot of the exercises here, it is just a body weight exercise with the band added on, so you could also do it without. All right, but I think for a beginner exercise for this strengthening program, this will be a good start. So you want to start out, feet want to be sort of at shoulder width apart, okay? Then you're going to loop the band around, so it's just resting on the back of the traps, kind of like a little bit higher than you'd usually have a squat bar on the back. And then what I'm just going to do is wrap my hands together like that. Obviously, you want to have that feeling where if you push back your calves, you can feel the box behind you, just so you don't have an accident and fall back. Again, same thing with a normal squat, so maintaining a slight arch in the chest, slight arch in here, not too much, we don't want to be sort of ducking it back into here, so slightly tucked into here, and then we're going to sit back on the box, driving the knees out as we do it, hitting that box, try not to relax and let that body go sort of slumped. We want to keep a slight amount of tension, we're letting our weight go into the box, but a slight amount of tension, then driving those heels back up to that starting position. Don't let your weight go onto your toes as you come off the box, keep that weight through the heels, knees out, drive up to tall. So that's the beginner exercise. For our intermediate exercise, what we can do is we can go into a split squat. So now working each leg independently, so you'll have to do each exercise twice, so you'll have to go left side, then right side for the same reps, okay? With this one, what we're going to do is we're going to start off in your sort of normal standing stance, go forward with one leg, and then back with the other, and just walk it back. Now, what you want to be is you want to be at a point where it almost feels too far apart, because if we start here, it kind of feels comfortable when I'm standing up here, but again that split squat, it's quite narrow and it's all very tight, okay? So that back leg wants to be back quite far into here, and then we're going to hands together, downward position, knee just off the floor, so find that floor on that first rep, just off the floor, and then driving through. Most important with the split squat is we keep our weight forward, okay? So what I don't want you to be doing is coming back onto this back leg, otherwise that's going to be doing the work. This is the working leg at the front, so weight forward, pressure through the heel here, and drive through. And try and just keep that weight staying there. With this one as well, try and imagine your hips are staying in a track. So a common mistake we see on split squats is that someone will go forward and then they'll push back like this. Okay, so you see now my hips are traveling backwards. We don't want that. Watch here, my weight's forward, and then my hips turn straight down in that track. And they just stay there the whole way through. That's going to make sure we're using the right muscles on this leg. Okay? For a more advanced version, what we can do here is go into a pistol squat variation. I'm going to use the chair again with this one. So bring it over to the surface. Now you want to put your chair next to a surface that you can hold on to. So really easy way of doing this would be put the chair next to your kitchen work surface. Just so you can have something to rest out and hold on to. All right. So I'm going to have my chair positioned in, work surface here. My non-working leg is going to go straight, that's the same side that I'm holding onto here. And all I'm going to do is, same as with a normal squat, push back onto the hips until I find that box. Try not to use your hand to pull you up, try and push through the heel on this foot, up into that top position, okay? Heel, the pressure to the heel on that foot, sit back on each rep, try not to use the hand, it's just there as guidance on each rep. So quads and glutes, really tough exercise that one, and you can actually eventually progress that onto full bodyweight pistol squats. But I think for now, that's a really good place to keep the advanced level. Worth mentioning, on your intermediate and advanced, you could potentially add the band in exactly the same way that we did on our first exercise. So just loop it over the foot and over the back of the head, just to increase resistance once again. And also, you could increase, decrease the tempo. The slower you go, the harder it's going to be. All right, guys, thanks very much.